search for?
What you should maybe be doing.
I justify my actions by calling it liquid enthusiasm. This is liquid anti-suicide medicine.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, if it's making you feel grand.
I'm feeling grand, and I spotted a fucking pipe cocaine earlier, and I got a little pep in my step now.
Want to avoid it.
I'm not gonna avoid it. I'm gonna plunge right into the deep, dark depths.
The depths of
Alcohol.
little bit.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say a little bit of. I was going to say alcohol.
Oh, a little bit of.
Yeah, a little
Just a tiny
bit. So, sometimes people are having a week that they're not enjoying too much. Sometimes they're
especially during the COVID times.
Especially when the air conditioner turns on during the show.
We'll be right back.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I'm talking about booze.
Yeah.
Here on People Also Search For.
The podcast where we answer life's greatest questions by searching the internet.
And today we're going to search for...
Getting fricked up.
Something of an intoxicant, you could say.
Yeah.
And I actually brought into the recording den, or the...
Utility cave?
Utility cave. I don't know why I can't fucking remember that.
Yeah, the control panel.
The control panel, I've brought a sampling of a little bit of an intoxicant. We're not going to get too frigged up because, we're trying to be responsible adults. And Ryan, of course, needs to do a bit of skateboarding later. But I brought each of us, let's see what we got here. Butter Pecan Moonshine from Ole Smokey Moonshine. And then I also have Mountain Java.
Which I am going to hate, most likely.
I know Ryan's not a big coffee head, and I don't drink coffee on a regular basis by any means, but...
I mean, I like cream, and it's cream liqueur, so...
It's probably going to be like Kahlua, maybe, It's not going to be too coffee.
I'll give it a shot,
So,
the butter pecan one I'd like to do second, because I think...
Yeah, like a chaser.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be better.
All right, so we're going to give a little bit of a review here, moving away from sparkling waters for the time being. And we got, you got to pop the top, take off the little sticker, take off the little mason jar lid. We got butter pecan here, going in as review bro.
Oh, no, this is Mountain Java.
Oh, that's right.
We've got Mountain Java.
Oh, no, that is the one that I have, yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
Smells terrible.
Oh. Not super boozy.
Oh.
It's coming in at 17.5% alcohol by volume.
That doesn't really even taste like alcohol at all. It just tastes like a really sweet coffee.
Yeah. I mean,
oh man,
it reminds me of those like bottled Starbucks Frappuccino things.
It does, yeah. Actually, it looks like one of those. Like even the packaging.
Well, it's in a little mason jar.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
it's
kind of similar. It's a glass container.
Ugh.
I actually quite like it, but it is very sweet. Like it's a little bit too heavy.
I would like it if it didn't have the coffee part. Like if it was just like sweet, it would taste kind of like a vanilla milkshake. Alcoholic vanilla milkshake sounds good.
It's kind of like milkshake sweetness. I'm sure the butter pecan one is going to be just as...
I'm hoping I like this. Based on what that tasted like, if this doesn't taste like coffee at all, which it shouldn't, because it doesn't have... It looks like coffee beans, but they're all pecans.
Yeah.
I think that's when I might drink the whole thing. Because I love butter pecan ice cream.
It's only 50 milliliters. So.
Oh, maybe not. That smells really sweet. Like, that smells like when you smell straight syrup.
Yeah, it actually does smell kind of
It's like caramel.
It's mapley.
Yeah. All right.
Cheers, Ryan. My good buddy. Going in for some butter pecan Ole Smokey moonshine.
Oh man, that's good. But
Wow.
it's the alcohol is very strong tasting in this
I know.
one. Like that does not cover it up at all.
That's weird because it's the same. It's 17.5% alcohol by volume.
The other one you couldn't taste the alcohol at all. It was just straight coffee. But this one you definitely taste it.
Yeah.
But I think the pecan tastes better.
The alcohol is
sure.
very prominent in this one. But it's still pretty tasty. Like, it's not over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fucking sweet, but it's not, like,
it's like
overly
thick,
sweet.
though. Like,
Yeah.
it's
creamy.
It's creamy, yeah. It's more like...
we them creamy boys, dog.
Yeah. It's more like the Irish cream.
Yeah.
Like Bailey's.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's like Bailey's if it was pecan flavored.
Man, that one tastes really boozy.
I bet if you took this and you mixed it with like a cream soda, it would taste like the butterbeer, like that from Harry Potter.
Yeah, I've never been, so.
It'd be so good. It's my favorite thing, dude. There's so many different kinds of alcohol, and I just want to say, like, based on that, my favorite drink, like, of recent times that I thought. I don't see people drinking it or hear about people drinking it very often, but if you take a hard cider, usually like maybe just the regular apple kind's fine, but you could use any kind. But if you take hard cider and then you take a glass of that and you put in a shot of butterscotch schnapps, it is so good.
Ooh, that is an interesting combination.
I know.
I've never even...
I know, right?
Wait, find out, what is that called? Because I want to know, like, if I want to order one, I need to know
That's
what
I
called.
just tell them. They don't even know at the bar most of the time. They're like, whoa, that sounds good.
You take, like, an Angry Orchard or some shit, or a Reds, and you put in
hard cider with a with a shot of butterscotch.
I feel like if you put, like, a little bit of half and half in there, that would be banging.
Yeah, man. It's definitely a winter beverage.
But before we reveal the answer to this life's greatest question, we didn't even review the... What are you thinking here? Like, on a scale from 1 to 10, like, just as, like, a little fun shot.
For the Mountain Java.
The
first one we did.
Yeah.
But I would never... I'm biased because I would never drink this, ever.
Yeah, because you don't like coffee, but if you just had to rate it, like...
But the thing is, I've drank, like, a Starbucks coffee before, and I've drank this, and they do taste similar. So people that like Starbucks coffee... and alcohol, and not even a strong alcohol, it's just like a Starbucks coffee with a slight burn, I think would love it. Like, I think that this would be, like, some people would start their day with this. Like, wake up first thing in the morning, brush your teeth, take down a shot of Ole Smokey Mountain Java.
That's hitting a little bit too close to home there, right?
Yep.
No, but
podcast is about.
I was gonna say
drunks.
That's what you call an Irish breakfast.
Yep, you could have
racist
that with a big ol' Benedict, eggs Benedict or something.
Oh, dude, eggs Benedict, that ain't bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like this beverage, a Mountain Java, Old Smoky, and an eggs Benedict would be like the perfect breakfast for the coffee lover. Yeah.
So what's your rating number? Like,
I'm gonna give it out of 10.
Yeah, why not?
If I was gonna say, I'd say it's like a 7.5 out of 10 for people that like coffee. Wow. For me personally, it's about a 0.4 because like I could drink it.
A 0.4?
Yeah, because
that's great.
Because I could drink it, and like I don't think like it's not a 0. Like I could see myself drinking one of these.
Yeah, but also
But I won't enjoy it at all.
You have to admit also, you're not even a big.
I'm not even a drinker. Yeah. I don't drink that often.
Like,
either.
You'll get frigged up from time to time. But,
yeah, like when I get frigged up, I'm there to be frigged up.
Yeah, you have to be in the right mood. Whereas I'm just like, it's the weekend, so...
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get entirely frigged up, you know? I'll just maybe a little bit.
You also have times where you get real frigged up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like... basically what you're saying is like, you're like somebody that drinks as
I mean,
not a hobby, but it's like part of your life. Whereas like I just do it.
Yeah. I'll
sometimes as a party thing.
I imbibe. Whereas Ryan, not really.
Yeah.
But so I mean that's a pretty good score. If you said for somebody that drinks coffee 7.5, I actually would probably give it lower because it's a little bit too sweet and like.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's kind of heavy. Like,
I'm thinking specifically Starbucks coffee though. Like, that's what I'm comparing it to.
Honestly, both of them are really like I just feel like I have like sugar lining the inside of my mouth. But
it's a child's alcoholic beverage.
And you know what? To be honest, that's why I bought them because I'm like, oh, moonshine. Like I thought it was gonna be like a heavy hitter type of alcohol, and no.
I mean, it's 17%.
It's just a liqueur. Yeah, 35 proof is... That's less than your average tequila or vodka or rum.
Yeah, usually like
whiskey.
they start at 40. So it's like 5 less than where they usually start.
So I was kind of interested because I'm like, oh, it'll probably be more like... It'll probably be more like a milkshake that has a tiny bit of booze in it. So I won't, you know... But personally, for me, the Java one, I'd probably give like... 6.
Yeah,
because it's so sweet, and you know, I don't need an entire meal in one shot, you know.
True.
It's just, I don't know, it's heavy, and I'm biased as well because I don't like sweets.
I think I like sour stuff more than sweet, but I do like sweet like alcohol. Because I like cider more than beer, and I like wine more than beer. So
yeah, I don't like beer either. I actually opt for vodka, but
maybe a little bit of Jameson.
Yeah, from time to time.
I could go with that.
I can get some Irish whiskey up in this bit.
Yeah,
but
it's like an Irish breakfast.
Oh man! So all right. Also, we had the butter pecan. That one I'm gonna give just a 6.
I'm gonna give that one an 8 because I actually would drink this.
It was very...
Maybe even an 8.5. Like, it shouldn't be that close. Maybe I should drop the other one to a straight 7 and just bring this one up to an 8.
Oh, frig.
Ding, ding, ding. It got an 8.
Yeah, mine's a 6 because, again, I'm
still sipping on it.
It's so sweet. I just, like, it's, like, lingering in my... I don't know.
I don't think I could drink more than this shot of this though. Like you don't want a full glass of this, it's way too sweet, but like this shot is like the perfect amount. It's like eating an ice cream cone but getting drunk at the same time.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like I do usually opt for just getting vodka, but I have to mix it because as much as I like vodka, I cannot take even a tiny sip of straight vodka.
Really?
It just makes me like, I don't know, it makes me like sick immediately.
Really? I'm kind of surprised with like the amount that you've had of vodka.
Yeah.
Like that they would make the taste of it would still make you sick.
I don't know, something about the taste, like I've even tried to sip.
I don't think vodka is like something most people drink by itself though. Most people mix it with something like soda or like juice, cranberry. I
mean, I've even sipped on like Kettle One, and that's like the top shelf vodka, or Tito's, and I hate the fucking taste of it. But when you mix it, it totally disappears. Whereas like if you mix rum or whiskey or tequila with something, you can totally notice the taste of the liquor. Mm-hmm. Whereas vodka just chills in the background, you know?
Yeah. It's nice.
What's
my favorite... What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's your preferred liquor?
My preferred liquor is whiskey, for sure.
That's what I thought. Because
Whiskey, I've had a few drinks. Now, what's weird is, like, whiskey I could drink by itself. I like whiskey, like, with sour mix in it, whiskey sour. But, like, if I'm drinking whiskey by itself, I'm fine. But if I'm like drinking bourbon by itself, it's gross. But then if bourbon's mixed with another drink, I like another thing, I like it because I've had a lot of mixed drinks with bourbon in them, and I always like them a lot. But whenever I have bourbon by itself, I'm like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I actually can't even drink any mixed drinks with bourbon because I hate stuff that's like literally smoked. you know, like smoky flavor. And Ole Smokey moonshine, it's not infused with smoke, so I assume that it's not.
That would be disgusting with this flavor.
I don't think, yeah, it would. But I mean, I don't like, like Jack Daniels because they like age the whiskey in charcoal fired barrels. So that's like, it literally has like smoke infused into it.
Yeah.
And I just, whenever I drink it, I just wake up the next day feeling like I was sitting around a campfire, like inhaling a bunch of smoke all day.
Yeah.
So
it's a rugged taste.
Yeah, it's like being a regular Marlboro man.
Yeah. Yeah, where you turn into a camel or something.
Yeah, but that's enough of Ole Smokey.
Yeah. This is way sweeter.
We're going to go and find out the answer to what apple cider with butterscotch schnapps. David Gordon. Apple cider with butterscotch schnapps is.
Butterscotch.
Didn't get an immediate answer. Oh wait, fuzzy apple cider.
I don't think that's what it is because it's way more manly than that.
Is it?
No, but it's amazing. Okay, wait.
Danny's warm and fuzzy apple cider.
I mean, it is good. I get it.
It seems like we also have butterscotch mulled cider.
Yeah.
Mulled being MULLED. We got caramel apple cider.
I mean, it's basically just apple and butterscotch.
Seems like it.
But it's.
I mean, somebody called it a fuzzy apple cider, so
it's better than Frosty the Caramel Apple
if
Pie,
you wanna,
which is what this says.
If you want to sack up to a bar and order yourself a fuzzy apple cider, then go ahead.
Or you can just ask for the like Angry Orchard with a shot of butterscotch schnapps, and they won't know what you're talking about anyway. But it's so good taste. You have to try it. I can't say that's not my favorite drink. It's my favorite for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like your favorite like mixed drink ever?
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely.
Wow. There's a similar drink called an Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
Where you drop a shot of Jameson into a Guinness pint.
Yeah, I've had one of those.
Woo! Talking about getting freaked up.
Yeah. And you're mixing, in the same drink, you're mixing liquor and beer, which is like not going to get you.
Some of my worst like experiences of being hungover have been from drinking multiple liquors or like a combination of beer. And the worst one is if you drink wine and liquor in the same night.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. That's a bad idea.
Man.
It's not worth the day after.
You should search, like, why should you never drink wine and liquor in the same night?
Why should you
I don't know if that'll even get us an answer, but...
And liquor.
Also, we all know the good old aphorism, beer before liquor makes you sicker, liquor before beer in the clear.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That is true.
It is true.
It is true.
It's so weird. It is true.
If you keep like an hour in between drinks, you'll be pretty good too with the not getting a hangover thing as long as you drink water.
Yeah.
But okay, we found it. The real reason why mixing different kinds of alcohol.
Hell yeah, dude. We fucking on it. We're doing legit research and we drank alcohol.
Yeah. Dude, we're doing more research than normal. Maybe we just need to be drunk.
Don't worry about it, Morty. We just need to drink some old smoky moonshine and it'll be fine.
And it was on that day that the podcast went down the drain.
Cue mushroom cloud here.
You've heard it from your friends. You've heard it from your mom. You might have even heard it from your friend's mom. Don't mix alcohol.
Wow, it really says from your friend's mom?
Yeah.
Fuck, Jesus.
If you want to get wine drunk, stick to wine.
Oh, yeah, that's a good time.
That is a good point, too. We won't judge you if you start chugging natty at a frat party. Just don't start taking tequila shots later or you'll regret it. Oh, man.
There's a notion that mixing alcohol, for instance, drinking vodka, then switching to beer, or starting with wine and then finishing with rum, is bad for us. But why do we feel that mixing alcohol makes us significantly sicker than sticking with the same stuff? And this is coming to you from Spoon University.
I was always taught beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear, of course. Does it actually matter? Rather than doing an experiment, mainly because who in their right mind would volunteer to help me, I decided to do some research. This isn't very professional. It wasn't too hard to find the truth, which makes me wonder why other people don't just Google things like I do. People also search for.
Hell yeah. Point and case.
Here's what I found. It's not the mixing that matters. It's the order that matters.
Ooh.
Whoa!
According to Kevin Strang, PhD, if you start drinking something with lower alcohol content, your body gets used to getting drunk at a certain rate. When you switch to something with higher alcohol content, your body still thinks it's getting drunk at the rate of the first drink. So you drink faster, and subsequently, you get sicker.
Oh, so
that
like
makes
the
perfect
the hour between drinks
liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Yeah, because you're
going down.
Your body is like your fucking liver and kidney has to like process the fucking booze out.
It's like when you slow down at the end of a race because you're tired.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta get less and less alcohol during the night, and then your kidneys can keep up. But if not, your kidneys are like gasping for air on the ground.
Yeah, and your liver.
Yeah.
But the good news is if you start with the drink that it has a high alcohol content and switch to something with lower alcohol content like whiskey to beer, you're in the clear. Ladies and gentlemen,
You're in the clear.
You're in the clear. You probably won't have a horribly bad time. Keep in mind, though, any excessive amount of alcohol is going to lead to a pretty shitty hangover. They actually typed shitty hangover.
Yeah,
ladies and
as
gentlemen.
opposed to a good hangover.
I mean, we don't need the swear words, spoonuniversity.com. I mean, that talk about being unprofessional.
Are you even a real university? Do we have some South Harmon Institute of Technology shit going on right here with the internet?
Oh, man. Truth be told, mixing alcohol isn't the greatest idea under my circumstance. That would be Becca Berland. Try to stick to just one type next time you're out. And when your friend tries to tell you that she was throwing up all night because she drank vodka and then shotgunned some beers. Natty Lights, I assume, Becca. Is that right?
Yeah.
It wasn't because she mixed alcohols. It was because she just drank too damn much.
The rent is too damn high.
Man, that article took a unfortunate turn toward the end.
Yeah, that didn't really give us any scientific information. It was more just like, I mean, it kind of
anecdotal evidence.
Yeah, it was more like something that should be obvious but isn't.
I mean, but she did say that she Googled stuff to find answers, which is what we do here.
So you
on the
wanna,
most
if you're gonna take shots at
professionals also search for.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. If you're gonna take shots before, or when you're going out to drink, take shots first. Just drink shots at the beginning.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people
mixed
do
drinks.
because they want to get rowdy at the beginning,
and then have like a nice, cool,
and then
frosty brew,
and then you
end it out.
Yeah, you coast on out with maybe a couple beers or whatever, and then you fucking go home.
Or
a
fuzzy cinnamon
fuzzy apple cider.
Yeah, fuzzy apple cider.
Excuse me, I'd like one poop cocoon and one fuzzy apple cider.
That would be our specific order if we were to go out to a bar together.
Cannon.
Yeah, I would order that. I don't know what a pope cocoon would be, but
it would be like a scone, but it's filled with human feces.
I feel like a pope cocoon would be definitely, if they were to name a drink, that would be a dark, like, rugged man's drink. You can't go to a bar and order a peppercorn without like being like a big burly like strong
I would
fearsome man
yeah
or woman.
yeah gender equality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking it's a fisherman's beverage.
have you ever had like a White Russian or a Black Russian?
Yeah, I've had a White Russian. I don't know if I've had a Black Russian. Is that like chocolate?
No, it's literally just a White Russian, but you don't put any half and half in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't have like the
I thought maybe it would have like chocolate cream instead of regular cream, like a
no, it doesn't
vanilla
have
chocolate thing.
It doesn't have the dairy product at all. You just
okay.
have the Kahlua and vodka.
That would be okay. I feel like that would be good.
I mean, it's all right.
I don't know if it would be as good.
I prefer the White Russian, but I would only drink like one White Russian because it's similar to these like Java or
Butterscotch pecan. Yeah, the butterscotch pecan moonshine that we tried.
they're just kind of like
taste kind of like a White Russian.
yeah, they're kind of heavy. Like if like obviously if you're lactose intolerant, you wouldn't want to get a White Russian because there's half and half in it.
No, I think I've always liked when they combine like some kind of dairy with alcohol. Like it seems like a problem until you have it, and then you're like, oh,
yeah. What's the one?
Alien brain hemorrhage. It's a shot that it's got, I think it's like peach schnapps and blue caracal, and like you put Bailey's in it, and then it like starts to congeal and it looks like a brain, and then you take the shot and it's all chewy.
Fuck?
It's an alien brain hemorrhage.
Chewy?
Well, kind of, because it's like, here, I'll look it up.
Yeah, look that shit up because I've never heard of that. That sounds fucking disgusting. Oh, yeah, it can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
What? You don't like the way that looked? It's
No,
cool.
ew.
It's like jelly. Some good ones.
Oh,
bud.
no, ew. What the fuck?
You don't like that?
No, ew. What the fuck? No.
It's good, man.
Ugh. It looks like Carlsbad Caverns, like with a UV light, and, like UV posters.
I like how Kevin.
Like a stoner lives in Carlsbad Caverns.
But it tastes pretty good.
Oh, no,
But it's a double shot most of the time, so it's like big.
So wait, what's in it? Like, look up the recipe for it. Oh,
Alright.
God, that looks fucking... Ugh.
Oh, right on the tipsy bartender. I like that guy.
I like that guy.
He's like
Or
a
lady.
YouTuber. No, he's like a YouTuber.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. He has his own website.
Yep.
How about that?
Well, I've only seen this stuff on YouTube. Maybe he had the website first.
Okay, we got 1 ounce of peach schnapps and then a ½ ounce of Irish cream. Whoa,
Bailey's.
that's all it is?
Well, and then a splash of blue caracal and a drop of grenadine.
By the way, I'm pretty sure people pronounce it curacao.
Curacao?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there is like a little accent.
Curacao,
underneath.
yeah. That would make sense.
Pour peach schnapps into shot glass before layering Irish cream on top. Drizzle in grenadine before adding a splash of blue curacao. So there's also grenadine. Oh man, that's.
And then some people, like, if they're really skilled, they'll take like a toothpick and they'll like push down the Irish cream to like form the brain.
Those little stalactites and
Yeah.
stalagmites that were in there.
Yeah.
That looks fucking gross. I mean, hearing the combination of ingredients, it sounds fine, but
It just looks gross, but
Yeah.
that's the point.
ugh.
It's supposed to look like an alien brain.
I'm not going to be Samus Aran anytime soon, so I think I'll pass. We'll be right back. All right, so I'm curious, like, we talked about plenty of alcohol-related things, but, like, I think we should probably find out, like, the invention of booze.
The invention of alcohol. Whoa, when I typed that in, the first thing that came up was Ireland before alcohol. Oh boy, that might have to
Google's
be a search.
racist.
That might have to be a search. But the history of alcoholic drinks on Wikipedia.
People also ask who
there
invented the alcohol.
Who invented the alcohol?
Alcohol occurs naturally in the world, so it wasn't really invented. However, it was discovered in Persia. Nowadays we call it Iran. By a genius named Al-Razi. Al-Razi, in parentheses, something that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, was born on August 26th, 865, and died October 27th, 925.
Whoa.
Oh, so
Al-Razi.
couple thousand years we've been boozing it up.
Al-Razi, an American hero from Persia.
And above that we have history of alcoholic drinks from Wikipedia, of course. So we could probably give that a glance.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Oh, God. Oh, the ancient China. Here, we're going back to China, people.
It's always in China.
Wow.
Ooh, okay. Well,
But this is, you know, going against what I just read, that it was discovered in Persia by Al-Razi, which ancient Persia or ancient Iran is the second entry. So we'll see what we can glean from this Wikipedia entry.
True. Let's see. The earliest evidence of wine was found in what is now China, where jars from Jaihu, which date to about 7,000 BC,
Whoa.
were discovered.
7,000 BC. Okay.
Getting frigged up.
We got a winner.
Yeah,
Ding, ding,
7,000 BC. That's pretty old.
Holy fuck.
The early rice wine was produced by fermenting rice, honey, and fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
So it's like sake was like the original booze, almost. That's basically what sake is, right? Rice wine.
I actually don't know, but we will find out.
Yeah. So let's see. The later what later developed into Chinese civilization grew up along the more northerly Yellow River and fermented a kind of Huangzhou from millet.
Millet.
The Zhou attached great importance to alcohol and ascribed the loss of the mandate of heaven by the earlier Xia and Shang empires. Zhao and Shang empires, and largely due to their dissolute and alcohol emperors and
Alcoholic emperors.
Alcoholic emperors. That's a pretty good band name.
Hello, mate. We're the Alcoholic Emperors. We're about to play our new single, Pipe Cocaine. Saw me a pipe cocaine. Put that shit in my mouth. That's not a pipe cocaine. This is up, and then you just fall off the stage.
Yeah, yep, directly off.
You're Alcoholic Emperors.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, and what's that edict?
Yeah.
An edict ascribed to 1116 BC makes it clear.
Circa 1116 BC.
Yeah, makes it clear that the use of alcohol in moderation was believed to be prescribed by heaven. Yeah!
Validation.
One glass of wine a day, healthy for you.
Oh, man.
Health benefits.
So then you have ancient Persia, or ancient Iran, that is. A major step forward in understanding the Neolithic winemaking came from analysis of a yellowish residue excavated by Mary M. Voigt at the site of Haji Frunz Tepe in the northern Zagros Mountains of Iran.
Goddamn bitches don't know about Al-Razi. Dude, they're stealing Al-Razi's thunder.
Goddamn. Ryan.
What? They aren't talking about Al-Razi up in here.
The jar that was once contained wine with a volume of about 9 liters or 2.5 gallons was found together with the similar jars embedded in the earthen floor along one wall of the kitchen of a Neolithic mud brick building dated to 5400 BC. In such communities, winemaking was the best technology that they had for strong, highly perishable grapes. Although whether the resulting beverage was intended for intoxication was as well as nourishment is not known. So they didn't even know that they were getting...
Wow.
They were just like, oh, we have these old grapes. We probably shouldn't let them just go to waste. And then they drank them shits.
Yeah.
They drank them goddamn bitches.
Yeah.
To use your parlance.
I wonder how, like, I wonder when people figured out that they could intentionally make this happen. Not just, like, find it and drink it, but, like, intentionally ferment things to turn into alcohol. Like, when did it become a business?
So, here it says, from India, Ayurvedic texts concluded that alcohol was a medicine if consumed in moderation, but a poison if consumed in excess. Oh.
Relevant.
Most of the people in India and China have continued throughout to ferment a portion of their crops and nourish themselves with the alcoholic product. Their crops?
Can I get a alcoholic ear of corn, please?
Wait. Oh, to ferment a portion of their crops, so that it's made from the crops.
Yeah.
And nourish
Well, like
themselves.
you can ferment like sugar or like there's all
like whiskey's made with grains, like moonshine's made with grains. Vodka's made from grains or potatoes.
And sake is rice.
Yeah, let's find out how you make all these bad boys.
Okay.
How are all the liquors made? Dear Internet, how are the liquors made?
Shit. Hang on.
Wait, what happened?
I auto-corrected it and it screwed up.
Damn it.
How are all the liquors
Damn it, Google.
made? I spelled liquors wrong. There we go.
Distilled spirit.
Oh, list of alcohol.
Britannica.com.
You want to go to it's like that's the definition, right?
I mean, history, production, types, and facts. So, I mean,
all right.
Maybe
we'll find the answer here.
Distilled spirit. Also called distilled liquor, alcoholic beverage such as brandy, whiskey, rum, or Arak. Arak?
Damn it, Eric!
Get
me drunk again?
I never heard of Arak. Arrack.
No.
That is obtained by distillation from wine or other fermented fruit or plant juice, or from a starchy material, such as various grains, that has been brewed. The alcoholic content of distilled liquor? I barely know her. Had to do it. The alcoholic content of distilled liquor is higher than that of beer or wine.
I need a drink after that one. Okay.
Okay. The production of distilled spirits is based upon fermentation, the natural process of decomposition of organic materials containing carbohydrates. It occurs in nature whenever the two necessary ingredients, carbohydrate and yeast, are available. Yeast is a vegetative microorganism that lives and multiplies in media containing carbohydrates. Fucking media be multiplying up in here.
Yeah. Simple sugars.
Particularly simple sugars. David Gordon. Has been found throughout the world, including frozen areas and deserts.
Distilled spirits are all alcoholic beverages in which the concentration of ethyl alcohol has been increased above that of the original fermented mixture by a method called distillation.
Tuna sandwich.
The principle of alcoholic distillation is based upon the different boiling points of alcohol, 78.5 degrees Celsius or 173.3 degrees Fahrenheit, and water, 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. If liquid containing ethyl alcohol is heated to a temperature above 78.5 degrees Celsius, but below 100 degrees Celsius, the vapor coming off the liquid is condensed. The condensate.
I think
The
condensate.
The condensate will have a higher alcohol concentration or strength. So that's how you get your proof up.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. The distillation has to do with refining the impurities out of the organic material that you're distilling.
Yeah. So I wanted to know what it was made of. So this will probably get us
raw
closer.
materials. So you got the raw materials used for making a distilled spirit are two basic types. Those containing a high concentration of natural sugars, or those containing other carbohydrates that can easily be converted to sugars by enzymes. Enzymes are proteins.
Proteins. We're proteins. We go to high school and we're professional.
Okay, enzymes are proteins that act as a catalyst to promote chemical reactions. Very small amounts of an enzyme can cause a fundamental change in a large amount of material. Most enzymes are specific in their action so that a system of several enzymes is necessary. For example, to convert starch into sugar and ultimately into ethyl alcohol. The amylases are enzymes and that convert starch into sugars. Sprouting grains, especially barley, are natural sources of the enzymes. Yeast has a complex enzyme system that converts sugar into carbon dioxide and a multiplicity of other products, including ethyl alcohol.
Woo!
We did learn about yeast before on a different episode.
That's true. Yeast was an exciting deal, and I didn't even think about yeast being involved in alcohol making.
Gotta get those enzymes.
But then we got something a little more sweet coming your way, because we got sugary materials. You know, you got your grapes cultivated in the most of
Sugary
the subtropic and warm temperature zones of the world. And they're the major fruits employed as the raw materials of distilled spirits, and the final product of their fermentation is brandy. Other natural fruits such as apples and peaches. Brandy, she's my natural fruit.
Now there's a song, Brandy. 70 sailors went sailing.
Wait, oh,
Brandy, she was a good wife.
I don't remember what song that is, but I know what you're talking about.
Search it now. Tangent time.
We gotta read the Brandy
70 men went sailing.
Brandy lyrics.
Brandy was a good wife.
Brandy was a good wife. There we go.
I don't think that. Oh,
Brandy, you're a fine girl.
Brandy,
by the looking glass.
you're a fine girl.
Wait,
I don't know why I thought good wife. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Looking glass, Brandy. Oh boy, we gotta read this shit. We're bringing art to the people today.
The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. You've never heard that?
I think I have. Yeah, no, dude. There's a port on Western Bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes.
Talk about their homes.
And there's a girl in
and
this
there's
harbor
a girl
town.
in this harbor town, and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, fetch another round. She served him whiskey and wine. The sauce of Brandy, you're a fine girl, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you should be. Such a fine girl. Yeah, your eyes could steal a sailor from the sea. Nailed it.
You did it, man. And now later when you're getting drunk, you can listen to this song.
Yeah, and it does say what a good wife you would be. That's part of the...
That's appropriate.
I wasn't misremembering it. It was in the wrong part of the song.
Yeah.
You're a fine girl. I always imagine Michael McDonald singing that song.
Oh, I like that in verse 4 it says, he came on a summer's day.
He came all about there, bringing gifts from far away, but a man, and clear he couldn't say no harbor was his home. As a Brandy, you're a fine girl.
Wow, everybody at home should go listen to that.
That's a jam.
Now. That's a good
song.
jam. I like that.
It's from the 70s.
Oh, wow. The 70s were... I wish I was alive.
They were a good time for music.
Yeah, for sure. So, what else we got here? We got the starchy materials. Oh, this is like what you were saying with how vodka is made from potatoes sometimes.
Yeah, there is potato vodka.
Yeah. So, for many centuries, it was only feasible to employ local grain crops for liqueur production, and in this way, the basic characteristics of the local distilled beverage were established. Oh, okay. They just used what they got. Makes sense. Improved the transportation and removed this restriction, and today economic considerations frequently determine grain selection, with the principal grain used being one available at the lowest price per unit of fermentable materials.
That's true.
So, you want to get drunk cheap? You're going to make it out of your taters from down the lane.
Or corn.
Or your rye grain.
Oh, there's so many things that are made of corn. It's beautiful. You gotta love corn, right?
Yeah. I just was laughing because it says down there, it says rice, a widely grown cereal. It's like, I don't consider rice cereal.
Wait, where?
It says rice, a widely grown cereal, has limited use in distilled spirits production outside of Asia and India to Japan. But it's like,
whoa.
Rice, I guess, could be considered cereal in Asia country because they eat it with breakfast a lot, but like,
in Asia,
I guess we've got Snap, Crackle, and Pop. We've got Snap, Crackle, and Pop. So, like, that's like the American cereal rice.
I think you should search for what is the definition of cereal.
Oh yeah.
Because now now I'm curious because they said rice is a widely grown cereal.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cereal, a grain used for food such as wheat, oats, or corn.
Whoa.
Wait, so rice is a cereal?
Oh,
Yo, I'm about to put some milk in that shit and eat it.
Most people think of cereal as like the boxed, Lucky Charms or Frosted
and that's not
Flakes
even like
or Cheerios.
A grain most of the time. It's like like super produced.
No,
like,
they are.
They're made of grain, but I think they make cereals that aren't like particularly grain based.
Yeah,
now.
but most cereal is made of corn.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you're right.
Like
corn pops.
Corn. What?
Corn pops.
Oh, corn pops.
Like corn pops.
Gotta have them pops.
Yeah, even though I don't even really like them, honestly.
I think they're pretty good.
I'm a bigger fan of the Captain.
But even like corn flakes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right in the name.
The best is the Kroger brand, like, mini wheats with the strawberry mini wheats, but it's the Kroger brand one is way better than the original, like, just mini wheats brand. And it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I've gotten them both because I like the strawberry mini wheats, but man, the Kroger ones, like, kick ass.
I would try it, but I actually don't buy cereal or I just don't eat cereal.
Well, fuck your Irish breakfast because Kroger mini wheats are the shit.
I mean, I like cereal, but I don't like milk. So that's where I kind of hit a wall.
Yeah, I gotcha. They aren't that great without milk. They're way too dry without it, so...
No, yeah.
Maybe you could put some butter pecan Ole Smokey in there instead and have it that way.
You know what? I could.
That'd be all right.
Oh, man. I mean, I've even tried almond milk, and I just don't like any of it.
Almond milk's good in, like, smoothies, but it's because you don't taste the milk. Almond milk does not taste good by itself at all.
No.
It's like chalky water.
Yeah, like, at first when I used to use almond milk to, like, have cereal, I'd get the sweetened one, and I was like, oh, this is way too sweet.
And then that's not even that good for you either.
No.
Like, it's even worse. It's got a lot of, like, sugar in it.
And also, almonds are, like, really terrible for the environment. They take so much water to grow.
So, like, a gallon of water per almond.
So you can't even, like, really feel that, like, ecologically, satisfied when you drink almond milk as opposed to cow's milk. But I don't like cow's milk because it like makes me, I don't know, it makes me feel kind of sick. So
remember when we found pea milk?
Yeah.
We still haven't tried that. I want to try that.
Oh, we will someday. We'll make a cool video about milks. We had a milk podcast already.
True.
Go back and listen
true.
to that one. Just look for the episode titled something that has nothing to do with milk.
Yeah, and now that we've already taught you about milk previously, now that we've taught you that cereal is not necessarily what you find in your grocery aisle, but can actually be just a grain that's in a bowl, you could, combine that information together and go make yourself a delicious breakfast.
Yeah, a grain used as a food. So you can have a big bowl of rice with Ole Smokey Mountain Java liquor for moonshine.
Breakfast. Yeah, that's
why not,
dude? That is the definition of cultural appropriation.
It's the Irish Japanese breakfast.
Yeah,
or Irish Chinese breakfast.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
maybe wash it down with some General Tso's chicken for lunch.
I'd wash it
and maybe
down.
Mediterranean for dinner. Mediterranean breakfast is good, man. That's like they got like hummus. Hummus, hard-boiled egg.
I've never had a Mediterranean breakfast.
Oh, man. Like lamb strips. Like sometimes like what they have in like a gyro. A euro or a gyro. Whatever you want to say. Euro. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes you'll take that, replace the bacon with, the lamb strips.
For breakfast?
Yeah, man. Yeah, lamb and eggs. And some hummus.
Green lamb and
yeah, green lamb and eggs.
So the one thing that I'm still wondering is what are all the different liquors made from? Because we know that most alcohols are made from grain or sugary plant materials, carbohydrates. But like tequila, that's made from agave, right?
Yeah. What are the different liquors made from?
Oh,
a list of alcoholic drinks and name of distilled beverage.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait. How about this? 10 alcoholic drinks and their magic ingredients.
It might be like mixed drinks, but you can check it out on economictimes.india.
Oh, no, dude. This is vodka, whiskey, brandy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is perfect.
Alrighty. So, we're starting off with my favorite, vodka. Vodka is traditionally made from potatoes or fermented cereal grains. Some brands also make it from other substances like fruit or sugar. One of the most used and loved alcoholic drinks, vodka is either consumed neat or as a cocktail like martini, Bloody Mary, and Cosmopolitan.
Cheers. To you, vodka.
That was the latest can crack, and people also search for history.
Yep. Well, it's because we had too much alcohol beforehand, so I didn't have time to drink my sparkling water. But number 2, and I would say that this is probably my favorite of this genre of alcohol, is whiskey. So whiskey is a type of distilled alcohol beverage generally made from fermented grain mash, including barley, corn, rye, and wheat. The distinctive taste of the drink is achieved after it is fermented in charred white oak wood. The aging process of whiskey stops once it is bottled from the casks, and up to 40% of the alcohol is present in good whiskey. Yeah!
And then we have brandy, which we touched on earlier.
And is completely disgusting.
It can be made from any fruit bed. Wait. It can be made from any fruit, but in order to achieve higher acidity, is traditionally made from early grapes. Generally an after-dinner drink, brandy contains 35 to 60% alcohol. Unlike whiskey, brandy is aged in either wooden barrels or through caramel coloring.
That's like Coca-Cola products.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I didn't even think about this one. Vermouth? That's a classy beverage right there.
Yeah, that goes in a martini.
Yeah, so that's infused with roots, barks, flowers, seeds, herbs, spices, and fortified by adding brandy. Vermouth is actually an aromatized wine.
Oh, wow.
So it's vermouth is wine. I didn't know that. Maybe I like it. There are generally two types of vermouth, sweet and dry. This drink is famous as an ingredient in the martini. So martinis are like a wine? Basically?
Wine and vodka. Or wine and gin. I think a dirty martini is with vodka, and then a regular martini is gin, I think. We can check that after we get out of this list. But number 5 would be cognac. Technically a type of brandy, but cognac deserves a special mention because this particular drink can be only made if certain requirements are met. It is made using special Ugni Blanc grapes, must be distilled twice in a copper pot still, and should be aged at least 2 years in French oak barrels from the French districts of Limousin and Tronçais. Wow. Okay, so cognac is, that's sort of like how only
That's
specific
hipster
types
beer.
of wine are from specific types of like Italy and shit. Then number 6 is beer, Ryan. You could take it away on that.
Yeah,
one.
that's a tradish one. Barley, water, hops, yeast. They're the 4 magic ingredients that are required for making beer.
Gotta have my hops.
Yeah. The sugar from the barley are extracted and is converted to alcohol by yeast. Other grains like maize, rice, rye, and wheat are also used in making beer.
It's funny because
I thought maize was isn't that
corn.
just corn?
Yeah, it's essentially almost like genetically identical to corn, but it's funny
good on pizza, dude.
It's funny because hops, since they're a grain, they technically are a cereal. So when you say gotta have my hops, it kind of makes sense.
Wow. Man, I didn't realize how much
it's a
alcohol-
circle of life.
I didn't realize how much alcohol was associated with breakfast, like for real.
Hell yeah, dude.
I understand it now. I totally get it. So next would be port wine, and the most special feature about port wine is its sweet taste. It's a fortified wine and is traditionally produced in Portugal, which that makes sense.
Oh.
I didn't know port stood for Portugal.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Interesting. This is a desert wine.
Dessert.
No, you drink it in the desert, like when you're hot out in the sun. And
2
is made
S's means dessert.
using mostly Tinta Barraca, Tinta Cow, and Tinta Roriz, Touriga Francesca, and Touriga National variety of grapes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man, that was a sentence.
Port wine. Wow, that's...
Portugal. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've heard port wine before, but I didn't know what it really meant.
I didn't know that it was why it was different from regular wine either.
Number 8, we have rum. And that would be the most loved alcohol drink.
Really?
Rum is made by using the byproducts of sugarcane and sugarcane juice directly, and is then distilled. This liquid is then aged in barrels. I gotta say, when I first started drinking, like after I stopped liking
Being alive.
I never was a big beer drinker, so like my first liquor that I would drink was spiced rum.
Yeah.
And man, there's no way I could drink that now because there's so much fucking sugar and rum that like it gives you the worst hangovers.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason.
I don't like it.
That's the reason why, like, people that drink like a bottle of Fireball with their friends.
That's why pirates are so loopy, Jacob.
Monkey D. Loopy.
Yeah. Weep corn. Alcoholic weep corn.
But yeah,
I've gotten drunk at some anime conventions in my day.
I used to drink rum, and then I moved to Canadian whiskey because Canadian whiskey versus bourbon whiskey is you just lose the smokiness. Like they don't age it in the charred barrels, so it doesn't have that like smoky aftertaste. But after I drank Canadian whiskey, that's when I went to vodka.
Wow.
The rest is history. But we also have the history of gin,
which is similar to vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Gin gets its name from juniper berries, which is the coolest name for a berry out of all of the berries. It is made from juniper, coriander, citrus peel, cinnamon, almond or licorice, and neutral grain alcohol. All the flavorings in the gin are natural. Sounds delicious. I just like the word juniper because it makes me think of Jupiter, and I think Jupiter is a cool planet.
Remember, I think it was All That. Remember Kel Kimball's like character where he would just be like, Jupiter. That's a deep cut.
That's so deep,
That's
man.
a deep Nickelodeon cut.
Like, that's, like, not even one of the skits from All That people remember.
Yeah,
like,
it
that's
wasn't...
one of, like, the obscure ones
yeah.
that they're like, we'll do this, like, once or twice.
It wasn't, I'm Repairman,
man.
It was just some random guy. I think he wore, like, a pink, like bodysuit, and he was like, Jupiter.
I'm just going to type in Kel Mitchell's Jupiter and see.
Jupiter.
Kel Mitchell Jupiter. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Lump Maroon. That's the name of the fucking character.
Lump Maroon.
Yeah, he has a pink bodysuit on.
What the fuck?
Jupiter. That was a more memorable one to me because I thought it was just so, like, random, you know, like, I don't know, just, like, total non sequitur.
Wow.
Lump Maroon.
That's wonderful.
But I heard that if you get the right type of juniper berries, like if you get stronger ones, you can hallucinate from gin.
What? Really? Is
Yeah.
there like hallucinogenic gin?
Yeah.
Hallucinogenic?
I think we have one last alcohol on this list on the Economic Times, but
no, it's only 9. Even
oh,
though
it's only 9.
It says top 10. It says 10 alcoholic drinks.
Well, they
but then
left
it stops
out
at 9.
They left out tequila, which we already know that's made from agave plants.
Yeah. So we filled in the blank.
So I think you were about to look at something, but I derailed us.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was gonna say that we know what all the alcohols are made of, and we know what your and my favorite alcohols are. But what's America's favorite alcohol? We gotta take in the whole population of America here.
I think America's favorite alcohol is
PBR. I thought you were gonna say PBR. What's America's favorite alcohol? I would like to go through all the countries, but I feel like that would take a little bit too long. So we're just gonna go with where we're at right
Daniels.
now. Oh, it's top 10 most popular spirits in the U.S. Jack Daniels is number 1, which is crazy to me because I actually don't think Jack Daniels is good at all. I hate it.
I guess people love that Tennessee mash, Ryan.
They
and
do.
did you know Jack Daniels is actually produced in a dry county?
Wait, really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It's somewhere near Dollywood and fucking. I think it might. No, it's not
Really?
Pigeon. It's not Pigeon Forge, but it's the closest like big city to that.
Gatlinburg?
Gatlinburg. Yep.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Jack Daniels is made in Gatlinburg?
It probably says on here. Actually, it doesn't say. Oh wait. No. Just click on the picture of the Jack Daniels bottle.
I can't.
We'll just search where is it made.
Where is Jack Daniels made?
I know it's in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Lynchburg. Yeah, that's right.
Lynchburg,
It says
okay.
it right on the bottle. I couldn't remember what city it was.
Good old dry Lynchburg, bringing us America's favorite alcoholic beverage.
Has been owned by the Brown Forman Corporation since 1956. Also, I want to do, like, to wrap things up, I want to see, can gin make you hallucinate?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
Because I heard that, but it might be like an urban legend type of thing.
Can gin make you hallucinate?
Oh, it auto-filled.
Oh, right at the big top, gin and tonics are known to cause hallucinations. A gorgeous mess. Gin and tonics are, yeah.
This is from March 4th, 2020 on gomag.com.
There's just simply, how does gin make you feel? What alcohol makes you hallucinate? Absinthe, 6 things you probably didn't know about gin.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about absinthe. There's how stuff works. Does absinthe cause hallucinations? Well, we want to know about gin.
I've had absinthe.
Well, there's one up there that says, what alcohol... Yeah, I'll just go on the Cora one. We'll see what that has to say.
All right. What alcohol makes you hallucinate?
Peter Badoviant, technology professional with long-time fascinations for sorcerer and marsupials. What alcohol makes you hallucinate? You're probably thinking absinthe, nicknamed the Green Fairy, but it doesn't make you hallucinate.
I can attest to that. I've had it, and it does not make you hallucinate.
Yeah, I've had it as well, and yeah.
Tastes like licorice.
This is
Pretty
a very...
good.
Absinthe is a very strong spirit, up to 148 proof, which is 74% alcohol by volume. It's traditionally bright green in its color. It's distilled with various herbs, but for this discussion, the key one is wormwood. The thuone, and this can be a poisonous in concentration significantly higher than you'll ever get in absinthe. But no one can demonstrate that it causes hallucinations. In the 19th century, production methods and unethical producers meant that the ingredients were sometimes not carefully monitored. But the more important issue was that it's still much, much stronger than most other spirits, which means the same amount of other spirits has a much stronger intoxicating effects. Some people may be taking being drunk as being hallucinating. However, it became very popular amongst authors, poets, and other artists who spun stories of the wonders of La Fée Verte. This played the key in building this legend. Artists claim that they became more creative and became good English, and that became causes hallucinations in quotes.
So they were just saying they were hallucinating because they were creating better art while they were drunk.
Yeah, like that shitty French guy. He was like he was a man that suffered from dwarfism.
Toulouse-Lautrec.
Lautrec, yeah.
Yeah.
That guy loved him some absinthe. It didn't even say anything about gin. What the fuck? So that must have been. I must have heard like an urban legend or something.
I don't see anything about gin except for that first one that was a very long story and not science-based.
How gin came to be known as the big bad wolf of spirits.
I don't know, man.
How? Okay.
This is nothing about hallucinating. Oh my god.
Wait, go back up. It says in simpler terms. Okay. In the simplest terms, gin is little more than flavored vodka. A neutral spirit steeped with juniper berries and other botanicals. And yet, in much of the public space, the perceived difference between gin and vodka is as wide as the gulf between a lion and a common house cat. In the early 1700s, gin became a serious problem in London. Dutch-born William of Orange took the English throne in 1688, and with his reign came Genevieve, also known as Genevieve, a juniper-flavored spirit hailing from Holland. At the time, England was at war with France, and the English government placed an embargo on the French wine and spirits. For a small fee, however, one could start a distillery business in London. Grain was cheap and plentiful, and rough approximation of Genevieve called gin was easy to make.
Oh, so they just started making it because it was easy.
Yeah, actually, the show Peaky Blinders, the main character like starts his own like gin brand.
Oh yeah. Hey, that makes sense. That's how big things are started. And I mean, I wouldn't consider gin a small thing.
I started a big thing the other night by trying out a little tiny miniature bottle of Fernet Branca, which is a booze that I heard of from Jeff B. Davis, the improviser from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that's one of his favorite liquors. So I found a tiny little bottle of it at the local party source. Shout out, Northern Kentucky. I saw a little tiny bottle and I was like, I want to see what that's all about. Fucking tastes like absolute garbage. It literally tasted like mouthwash and Jägermeister combined.
That might be alright.
No.
I like Jägermeister, and I don't dislike mouthwash. I don't know if I'd want to drink mouthwash.
I barely was able to finish the little tiny shot bottle.
Wow,
I poured it into a glass and it was like chilled, and I tried to enjoy it the best I could, and like by the final sip, like I nearly threw up because it was so disgusting.
It's not the sign of a good beverage.
Apparently some people mix it with juice or whatever, but I just drank it straight and it was a nightmare.
Yeah. You know, I'm getting that, like, alcohol, the more horrible it tastes, the more classy it seems to be. But it's because you need to have such a broad palate on your tongue to enjoy such things.
We didn't even talk about wine that much, but
that's true.
Like, there's a lot of
wine's
wine.
a whole other thing.
There's a lot of wines that are, like, disgusting, but...
Maybe we'll just do an entire podcast on being fancy at some point. We can just include wine in that one.
The fancy podcast.
Yeah, the fancy cast.
Yeah, stay tuned for the fancy cast, but
yeah,
just for
then,
just for a final entry, we never found out what sake was made of.
It's made of like rice.
I always thought it was like plum wine.
Sake.
But maybe plum wine is its own thing.
Sake, also spelled sake, is an alcoholic beverage made by fermenting rice that has been polished to remove the bran. So yeah, rice wine.
Polished rice. I'm about to go home and polish my rice.
Yeah. I'm about to have myself a nice Irish breakfast. Maybe grab some juniper berries and go to Jupiter. Jupiter. And next time, until then, make sure